Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another G Crypto video. I am your host Seth, and in today's video I wanted to talk to you about Atari investing in blockchain gaming, what that means, their token, and what I kind of think overall is going to happen. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel because here at G Crypto, we talk all things NFT gaming, about cryptocurrencies related to games, about metaverse stuff going on, crypto news as it relates to gaming, and everything else. If you haven't already, also be sure to check out our main channel, G Minio, where we do all kinds of fun playthroughs, gaming, all kinds of different things. So make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this content, if you think that you would get something out of it, because I guarantee you will. Do it! So like I said in the intro, you guys, I just found out that Atari, the legendary game developer, has created, or rather split their operations into now two sort of different entities, which is Atari Games and Atari Chain. And this is actually one of many moves that have happened over the last couple of months, or rather big announcements that have come from major game developers. Like Ubisoft announced that they would be getting into blockchain gaming, Atari now of course, and I suspect we will see more and more to follow. And that is because, as I've been saying and screaming for the last couple of months now, NFT gaming and crypto gaming and sort of on-chain blockchain games are the future of player ownership, of decentralized games where players control what happens. I just think that things are moving that way, and it's the sort of natural next progression. It's just like what happened with microtransactions, except bigger, in that players are going to own the things that they can do and the things that they can enjoy and partake in and help build in these metaverses that are created by games. And I think that, again, it's just the way of the future, and that's the way things are headed. So fucking get on board. But like I said, Atari is one of several gaming studios and developers that have announced major strategy shifts towards NFT and blockchain gaming. And this means great things for us who are into it. And it means great things for the value of the native tokens that those games use. Most metaverse games or NFT games create some sort of native token, and Atari is no different. Their native coin ATRI is out there. It is available for trade. It's difficult to buy. I will be talking about that more later, but nevertheless, there are a lot of reasons why I think this is a good thing, and that starts actually at the games that Atari is developing. The first thing I want to talk about here is actually Atari's partnerships with developers like Animoca. Animoca are the developers behind the Sandbox, which is one of the biggest metaverse games out there right now, where you can play to earn. It's really, really interesting. And in addition, Animoca is also the studio behind the very anticipated title Phantom Galaxies. Now, Phantom Galaxies is a space exploration game. They have a really cool trailer. I'll link it down in the description below. But Atari has partnered with this developing studio and is coming out with these projects as soon as Q2 of 2022. As a matter of fact, Phantom Galaxies is set to be released for early access in Q2 of 2022. And again, this is great. This trailer looks awesome. It looks like a fantastic title. It kind of looks like a mix between, I don't know, like a traditional space exploration game plus like Gundam, which is really interesting to me. I think that it looks like a lot of fun based on the sort of information that I've seen around it thus far. And there are also additional rumors of projects being led by Atari for specifically the blockchain. And I think this bears sort of thinking about, mostly because, I don't know, I guess Atari just kind of has a track record of being pioneers in the gaming space. I think that blockchain games is presenting Atari with a very unique opportunity for a complete and total rebrand, a complete shift into this sort of new pioneering space where we are, again, still at the very, very beginning, the inception. And I just think it's kind of interesting that we've almost come full circle in a way in this blockchain gaming specific space. Because I mean, if you look at, you know, Atari's track record of their games, the sort of 8-bit era and all of these like great little pixelated games, and then now sort of what games like Decentraland and the Sandbox look like, you know, they're kind of these Minecraft-esque sort of looks to them. And I think that's very interesting and just sort of, I don't know, I guess an example of like history repeating itself in a really fun way. But nevertheless, I think it's very cool that Atari has entered into this space because, as I said, they have a pretty good track record of being pioneers in the gaming industry and blazing trails. And I think that this presents them and sets them up for this very unique opportunity to blaze this trail into sort of the next frontier of games. And I think we could be looking at a sort of renaissance for Atari as a whole. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today is the sort of Atari smart wallet. Now, obviously, there are so many games and things like that out there, so many metaverse tokens and native tokens for these different metaverses. And Atari, as far as I know, is actually the only one to develop their own wallet to go along with that. Now, the wallet itself, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty cool. The interface is really interesting to me. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's one of like the coolest like interfaces that I think I've seen when it comes to just like the dashboard, the way it looks. The colors are really appealing, like these sort of panels. It's just very sexy. It kind of looks like my I don't know, it's just really neat. They've got a lot of different options over here on the left. The only thing is that the damn thing doesn't fucking work. I actually tried to use this to purchase some Atari tokens, which again, I'll get into in a minute, but most of the functionality is not actually here yet, which to me is kind of it's actually a sort of point away from Atari, because in my head, why would they release this if it wasn't really ready to be used to its full, purpose? And right now, like, you can't link a bank account to it, you can't actually make the purchases that you would want to make to it, and to me that's pretty frustrating. But nevertheless, I like the setup, I like the way that it looks. Ultimately, I don't see myself using this very much as, a primary wallet where all of my crypto would live, just because I'm already kind of established in the other ones. Like, I use Coinbase and Trust Wallet and a few others, but I just don't necessarily foresee myself using this. But who knows? I could be wrong. If the functionality comes through and the ease of use that it appears to have the ambition to have comes through, then this might be a viable alternative for a lot of people. Again, I really like the way it looks. I just am disappointed that it's not functional really at the moment. Like, if I go to buy now, I can't, like, if I wanted to buy $20 worth of whatever, and if I go to next, it says payment system will be live soon. So anyway, again, functionality not quite there, looks super A+. But that kind of brings me into my next point, which is where can you buy Atari token, which is ATRI? And the answer is, it's kind of hard. So I tried to buy ATRI token with my Coinbase wallet, with my Trust wallet, and the only problem is that you can't really buy them directly through any of the major exchanges right now, including OKCoin and Coinbase. And the only way to get it, from what I can tell, is to convert it from an existing cryptocurrency. But in order to do that, you're paying gas fees. And one of the, I wanted to convert just $40 worth of USDC into, the commensurate amount of ATRI coin, but it was going to cost me like, $460 or something like that in terms of Ethereum and the gas fees, which is a whole nother thing, and part of the issue that I have with Ethereum in the first place. Like, $460 just to make a conversion, that's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
But that is kind of the world we live in, and I'm hoping that, some other incumbents like Solana and a few of these other chains, or maybe, a layer 2 solution is gonna come into play to really cut down on those gas fees and the costs, but who knows, it's annoying to say the least. But hopefully we'll be able to buy ATRI soon and get those Atari tokens, because I do potentially foresee this coin going up quite a bit as a result of just Atari's name and the developments partnerships that they have with these other blockchain games. I think that there will be a lot of synergy between them, and that will lead to the increase in value of the Atari token. I think that it has a lot of potential, and as soon as I can buy it, especially using the Atari, this sort of smart wallet that they have, I definitely will be doing so. I'm just not sure when that is going to happen. But you guys, that's really it for today. I just wanted to kind of touch on this briefly, talk about it a little bit. Again, just mention the implications and talk about, it's coming, it's here. The major studios, the game developers that we all know, are getting on board with blockchain gaming, with player ownership, with player control over these spaces. And again, it's just ringing in the future, and I'm very, very excited about it. So if you enjoyed the video, you guys, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like, it helps out with the algorithm, all the stuff. But that has been it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to game it till you make it. I'll catch you in the next video.